What is up, guys? Riley Deveau with Caffeination, and today we are in Scarborough on Brimley at BlackGold Cafe. I'm super excited. This place has come highly recommended. Their coffee is supposed to be fantastic. Their specialty Instagrammable drinks are supposed to be fantastic. This place is really, really exciting. I'm very, very hyped to film here. Without any further ado, let's get in there. This is BlackGold Cafe. So you guys already know how this works. We're gonna do 4 drinks. We're gonna do their hot black, their hot cold, and then we're gonna do 2 drinks that they recommended and they think that we need to try. We're starting off with the hot black. Now this is just a regular medium drip. They serve it to me in a nice little cup, and they were actually nice enough to turn the music off. So it's very, very quiet in here and everybody can hear me. So we're gonna start off, like I said, with the black regular drip. It's just a medium roast, and if it's anything, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I came here yesterday to talk to the owner and kind of get a feel of how we were gonna shoot this. And if it's anything like the espresso, I'm very excited. Very excited. I said espresso, so let's just drink it. If you guys understand what real good drip coffee tastes like, there's various levels to it, okay? So one of the ways to describe it, I think, in my personal opinion, and I share this with Christian, is diner-esque. Now, you know when you go to a really good old school diner and they have that robust coffee that you sip it, it's not really dark, it doesn't taste burnt, it just tastes like you can drink it black and it feels like early mornings and driving and like just a warming, nice cup of coffee that actually like, it hits you right here. Hits you right in the soul. When it comes to coffee and it comes to things like this, diner coffee isn't super interesting, however it is incredibly drinkable. It's not something I would ever describe as exotic or different, but it's definitely something that I could take every day and not really have any problems with. So I've drank about half a cup of this, as you guys can see, which I normally try not to do. I normally just try to have a couple sips, but it is really good, drinkable coffee. Like I said, it's that diner taste, that old school style coffee taste. Nothing too fancy, nothing super exotic, just good, wholesome coffee. I'm gonna push this aside because I could very easily finish this entire thing, but as you guys know, I've done that before. Never works out well for anybody, so we're gonna move on to the next drink. All right, moving on to drink number 2. We've got the black cold, which is their iced coffee. Now, they didn't have any cold brew. As you guys know, cold brew is my preferred method of taking coffee in. I just find it's easier on my stomach, but I do love iced coffee just the same. However, I don't drink iced coffee black. I drink my hot coffee black if I'm not putting milk in it. It's just sugar, that's it, or well, stevia, because you know, health. But I drink my iced coffee with sweetener always. So I'm gonna try it black, give you guys some tasting notes, and then we'll put some sweetener in it and see what it tastes like. Ooh, oh, that's good. Oh, that's smooth. Wow. So right off the bat, you don't get a bitter taste to it. Sometimes with iced coffee, when it's not cold brew, you get a little bit of a bitter afterbite. And I'm not saying that bitter is always a bad thing. I was actually talking to the owner yesterday. Bitter is a flavor and a tasting note. It's not always a bad thing, but when I'm talking in the context of things like cold brew or things like iced coffee and I get that bitter note at the end, it's more of a lingering, burnt taste that isn't good. Bitter coffee isn't bad, but a bitter lingering aftertaste, not the greatest thing. So this does not have that. This is very smooth. On the second palate, you get a nice note of chocolate, which is really, really cool. It hits you like right mid-tongue, and it's just fantastic. I mean, I'm of course gonna add sweetener to it, but I could drink this black, which a la Christian Carranza is the way to tell if it's good iced coffee. Just gonna do 1 stevia. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh, hell yeah. Just accentuates that coffee note, like I said. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful sweetness. It's nothing insane. I like iced coffee sweet. You don't have to drink it sweet. It's not the end of the world if you have a black iced coffee. Like I said, I could drink this black. It's very, very good. Drink your coffee how you like it. If you like it sweet, don't let anybody tell you that you gotta drink it black. I don't know if we're decided that we're swearing on this channel, so I might bleep that. I'm gonna keep this one because, I mean, it's not gonna get cold, it's iced coffee, so I'm gonna put this aside. I'll probably drink it after. And now we're gonna move on and we're going to do the signature drink. So basically, I'm gonna ask if they could only pick 2 drinks that I have to try, 1 hot, 1 cold, what would it be? That's what we're gonna drink. What is happening with my hair? So I figured for the next drinks I'd change up the scenery a little bit. Now we're up on this cool stool, got some good lighting, and I've got the prettiest drink I think I've ever reviewed on this channel in front of me. This is their raspberry white hot chocolate, which is what they're known for, at least what they're known for hot, but I added coffee to it, so it's kind of like a raspberry white mocha. I'm very, very excited about this. It looks ridiculous, and like I said, it's super pretty. I obviously showed you some B-roll because, you know, I can't get it on camera right now, but I'm gonna mix it up. I hate to ruin it, it's so pretty. All right, I'm just gonna give it a quick stir. Wow, this is ridiculous. You see that? Raspberry, look at the spoon, like, bottoms up. Oh my God. Okay, let me just break this down for you really quickly. Their espresso is amazing. So I had it yesterday plain, just as is, and their espresso is amazing. It's nicely bitter. Remember how we were talking about the difference between like burnt bitter and nicely bitter? Bitter is a tasting note, very good. It was fantastic. It's mostly crema. One of the most beautiful espressos I've ever had. It actually reminds me of the coffee that I drank in Rome, which is what they modeled it after. Obviously, you're gonna hear the interview a little bit later with Ali, but they have a really old handmade Italian espresso machine, and they modeled their coffee after the Roman blend. Mixing it in with the milk and the raspberry just makes this smooth and creamy and ridiculously delicious. The chocolate hits you first, and then the raspberry comes in real strong. I'm not getting a ton of the coffee, but I get enough that I relive that taste of the espresso. It is fantastic. I'm not even like bullshitting you. I don't like super sweet lattes. I'm an almond milk latte guy. That's my thing. That's what I like. This is ridiculous. There's a fine balance between being Instagrammable and delicious. Now, we talked about this before. Some places are all show no go. Some places are all go no show. The coffee is amazing. The place is shit. The presentation is garbage, but the coffee is so delicious you can't stop drinking it. And there's other places that the presentation's beautiful, the inside's beautiful, everything's beautiful. The latte art's on point, but the coffee's mediocre. This is a perfect blend. This is really, really, really pretty Instagrammable coffee, but it's delicious coffee at its core. People will come for an Instagram picture once. They'll come back again and again for good coffee, and this is good fucking coffee. I want to swear, it's very quiet in here. Alright, the cold drink that I was told to try is not actually coffee based. It is a tea latte that was much prettier before I mixed it up. But this is the ice blue caramel fog. What's actually in this? Sorry. So I had to ask, but this is caramel and vanilla flavor. It's almond milk because I'm an idiot and ordered my last one with regular milk. And then it is rooibos tea base. So this is gonna be, I mean, I can already tell it's gonna be sweet, but I'm excited to try it. And it's nice, you know, mixing it up. We're not always doing coffee based drinks, especially when they're known for something like this, which is a tea based drink. It's fun to switch it up. Give it a shot. Wow, that's sweet. That is very, very good. That is very, very good. It's a little weird for me because coming from a Scottish background, I don't really drink, well, I don't know if everybody in Scotland, I mean, my family, I don't drink sugar in my tea. So when I have a tea, like a tea-based drink that has a lot of sugar in it, it's kind of weird for me, but it's like really good. Like, if it sounds like I'm talking highly of this place, it's because everything they've made me has been fantastic. This is very, very sweet, but it's very, very good. You can definitely get the notes of the vanilla and the caramel. The tea flavor comes through really aggressively, which I like, and I think it honestly pairs really well with the almond milk because it gives that nuttiness and that like base that's not so sweet like regular milk. Like unsweetened almond milk is pretty mellow and it pairs well with this drink. Overall, I probably wouldn't order it again because I don't really drink tea lattes. I'm a coffee guy, but it's a great drink. I'm gonna give my overall thoughts after because I want to talk to the manager here. I want to get his thoughts, and he says he's gonna make me a couple more drinks. So if he does end up doing that, we'll review those as well. But for right now, let's talk to him.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? My name is Ali. We're here at BlackGold Cafe. BlackGold Cafe, as of right now, has been in business for over 2 years. We are a espresso bar with some great food items, sandwiches, salads. We're releasing some new toasts, very exciting stuff. We really focus on your customer experience, the quality of the drink, and making things as traditional as possible. All our drinks are engineered and formulated to taste as good as they can. We are glad to have been in a lot of social media outlets and a lot of news articles. We've been in Blog TO in our city as being one of the best cafes in the GTA, which we're super happy about. We really work hard to bring good coffee to the Scarborough community, to the east side of Toronto, and we will continue to do so. So we're gonna make you guys a whole bunch of our favorite drinks that we hope you'll enjoy, and I think from here Raleigh's gonna take it away.
So let's give a shot of the military latte. I am really excited. If you guys don't know, I do love ceremonial matcha, like the real matcha, we were just talking about that. But this being a coffee channel, I don't really ever get the chance to try it. Even though there's tons of places that make matcha, I've never seen anything done quite like this. You said drink it from the cocoa side?
Yeah, drink from the cocoa side.
Let's give it a shot. Right off the bat, you get that little bit of bitter from the top of the cocoa, and it's not a bad thing because right away the matcha floods your mouth and you get that white chocolate hit. Really balances it out. Like, it's not an overly sweet drink. You'd think with the real ground white chocolate being in it that it would be, but it's just enough sweetness that it brings down the aggressiveness of the matcha. Matcha is a very prominent flavor, so if you're drinking something that has matcha in it, you're going to taste it. They've done such a good job of balancing that bitterness of the green tea and bringing in the actual, like bringing out the sweetness of it, the underlying tones. If you think of something, this is a weird, not a recommendation, this is a weird comparison, but if you've ever had like a real green tea Kit Kat from Japan, that's what this reminds me of. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. This is something I would order again.
Take care, man.
Now, as you guys know, coffee shops aren't all about the coffee. You have to have the ambiance, you have to have the location, you have to have the finesse to make a good coffee shop, and they do it all. Ali's a great guy. I really loved shooting there. He was super nice, he was super informative, and he knows good coffee. Being able to talk to somebody who understands the ins and outs of the coffee world is really fantastic. Having someone open their arms to you and open their doors to you and allow you to shoot in their place and give you the freedom to try all these drinks that you would never ever try. I would never try a Pegasus drink. I would never try a military latte. It's just not my style, but they were fucking amazing. That military latte was fire. Anyways, I'm super caffeinated. I don't know if you guys can tell. I gotta go home. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go work out. That was amazing. If you're ever in the area, all the information is in the description box down below. Please check out BlackGold. Please tell them Riley Deveau sent you from Caffeination. Give it a shot. I really think you guys will enjoy it. We'll see you guys next time from the next video. I'm too caffeinated to do a proper outro. Peace.